everyone, Jackie here with Kelly from College Recruiting Specialist. Hi Kelly, how's it going?
Good, Jackie, how are you?
I'm doing good. So today we're going to talk about coming up with the right plan for your 17-year-old to plan their, not just getting to college or going to college, which is primarily what College Recruiting Specialist does, is create that whole path. But part of that path is figuring out what career you want to do so you find the right college.
Absolutely.
How do you find that right career path as the student or as the parent for the student?
So it really involves a lot of moving pieces. And a lot of times parents will say, oh my gosh, they're 17, they can't possibly plan that future. But they're going off and making a minimum $100,000 investment in college that's supposed to get them to that future.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy to not have it planned in advance. I use the analogy that, think about your favorite vacation. Where was that favorite vacation? What were you doing? What things did you like? Well, how did you get there? Did you drive? Did you fly? College is the how did you get there?
How did you get there?
And they should really be planning how do they want their life to look when they're, out of college. What types of things are important to them, the values that they have, the things that they want to do. A lot of students will tell me, I really want to help people. I want to be a nurse. Okay, great. Are you willing to work night shift? Are you willing to miss Christmas? Are you willing to do the things that nurses are required to do? Because they're often missing holidays. Hospitals are open.
Right.
They're often, working night shift because those that have more seniority are already on days. So are you willing to live that life? Is that what you envisioned? Because if not, there's a lot of other ways to help people.
That can click with your interest or, your skills and what that vision is. Because if your vision isn't spending holidays in the hospital when it's needed to help people, then maybe that's not the right path for you.
Absolutely. There's a lot of other things. Unfortunately, though, because of budget cuts and the curriculum required, high schools have gone away from kids being able to experience some of those careers in advance, in their everyday high school classes. So kids know a dozen careers. They know what their parents do, a couple of their friends' parents, and then the big things, engineering, doctor, nurse, those types of things. And they don't know the hundreds and hundreds of other careers that are available. And when they head off to college and suddenly there's 230 majors.
And they see all these options.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. And so they switch majors, which is a costly event because it postpones graduation. Now you're looking at another year of college or maybe more. So,
and each year counts a lot in terms of money in the pocket. These are expensive colleges.
Absolutely.
Every college.
And you have to think about it from this perspective too. It's not only the cost of that year's tuition, but that's a year less working. So now you have a year less paid into Social Security, a year less of savings, a year less of 401k, and so forth.
Yeah.
So it's really a double whammy when you think about it. So we don't expect a kid to be able to pick their job at 17 years old, but we're going to narrow that field to where one major really can set them up for 3 or 4 careers that they'd like. And perhaps it's a little tweak their junior year of college with the electives that they choose that will help them to, pick that actual path. It also allows them to know about student organizations for a career path that they can join early, possible internships, things that will set them up to be hired as soon as they graduate.
And I think when you go out and you do those internships or organizations and experiences, you end up learning a lot about what you, more so than not, I think, what you don't want. And that helps you, again, figure out that right field for you.
Absolutely.
It sounds like College Recruiting Specialist focuses more on what the student, needs and what they like to do day to day, in addition, and melding that with their grades and their skills to really find the right path, because it's not one or the other.
No, it's not one or the other, because there's not enough money in the world if you hate what you do for work. So we want them to be happy. We want it to appeal to them, but they also have to have the skills to be effective in doing it. So we really try to find that, happy marriage of the two for them to be successful when they go off to college.
So if this sounds like something that these are questions you're asking and you're thinking about this career plan and your students going crazy trying to plan it themselves, you're stressed trying to help them, or you're stressing trying to do it for them, call College Recruiting Specialist. Kelly's there to answer your questions and help figure out what these things are to narrow that field down and get the right college fit for them or whatever their career path may be in their future. Kelly, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jackie.